Okay. Got this all sorted out, yeah, okay. Perfect. Lorne Bingo this morning for you American viewers, and this afternoon for me. So yeah, let's get it started. Without further ado, let's get started.
Can you hear me?
Morning, Beach.
Lorne?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Hey, what's up?
Can you hear me? Is we got that?
Oh,
No.
I'm taking my boots off.
How was everything? Like, did you tell him about your uncle?
Don't worry about it,
did.
Beach.
What'd they say?
I laughed at your email in the morning. It's quite
Oh.
funny.
Fucking more I thought about it, more I started fucking crying again. Fucking hey. I hate it when
I don't know about this bingo board, if we'll win it. I'm not sure about this call, these calls. But a bit of a break made Empires.
knowing that, realizing that not as many people were paying attention to them as what I thought.
I pre-ordered the remake. It was out in 2 months. I'm excited. And my pre-order for Final Fantasy VIII Remastered popped up on my PlayStation 4 menu, and it's got that countdown.
Went to
Damn, that countdown is torture.
do appraisal on his paintings today, and we got 3 art. I did an appraisal on one I had too. I got mine for $1 at the yard sale, and that's what it was worth. It was $1
Where did you get it appraised?
at an auction place.
Auction place.
How much do they charge for that?
Fucking Nazi
Nothing,
going.
it's free.
Oh.
And I appraised painting that he has of Howard Hughes, and he
Yeah.
said the guy that gave it to him.
7. Oh, I've got the remake for 7 pre-ordered too, Peach.
One of Howard Hughes.
Hey, Chica recipes. That comes out March 3rd, which is a couple of weeks before my birthday, so, you know, you're always going to be excited about that.
He got that painting.
Happy birthday to me, right?
Uncle Rich.
Fucking remake, my favorite game ever.
He said that it was,
Yeah, hell yeah. It's only the first part of the remake. There's apparently meant to be multiple games in this remake, but
unless we get the history on it.
apparently each part is meant to be like a full-length game, so
In one of
I'm excited.
Howard Hughes' houses. Then it would be worth
Howard
well,
Hughes.
especially those that like Howard Hughes stuff. Then the old radio.
And the 8 remaster isn't really like a remake like 7.
$200.
It's more like just making the original game a little bit prettier. You know, new models, new textures, nothing crazy.
I went to
It's only a $20 or €20 release, so you know, can't expect too much.
And they didn't buy them, told me
But,
down the road that does buy them.
It'd be good to play that one again.
So tomorrow I gotta go there and sell those records, see how much they'll.
Yeah, true. And Midgar
Yeah.
Midgar in the original game was kind of like
Crazy night.
tiny.
Go ahead.
It was just kind of there, but with the new technology, they can make Midgar this sprawling city.
But I gotta take his records in tomorrow. See if I can sell them there.
Wait, you're doing what?
His old records, I gotta take them into.
And the new combat and stuff
tomorrow
looks fun.
and see if I can sell them.
Where are you taking them?
And especially that first boss, the scorpion thing.
Record connection.
The stuff they added to that to make it unique
Guys.
compared to the original, so cool. I was like a kid watching E3.
What time they're open for me, and it didn't even say what time they were open and what time they were closed. So I gotta figure that out.
Oops, I spilled Coke on my keyboard.
What's happening with you? What's your crisis?
Oh, no, it's not a crisis. Well, I don't have the crisis.
What the fuck? Did I change the speed by messing with the keyboard? I did.
He's
Whoops.
going to be staying here for a while because he has a...
Don't worry, it was only a little bit, and it was on my external keyboard. It wasn't like on my Mac keyboard, so it's alright.
From above him.
This thing breaks, I don't care. It was only like a 20 keyboard. I
Apartment.
feel like you're not going to play another game for a year or two when 7 drops.
So.
Yeah, I'll be the same.
I
Yeah,
told him.
You can't sleep on his couch. You can't sleep on his couch.
I'm not really into those Bethesda RPGs, but I get the sentiment. I was like I was really excited for 15 when it originally dropped. You know, obviously it wasn't that good, but like, you know, it took up a lot of my time.
Couch, so he can sleep on my pull-out couch.
My girlfriend was
warned
not to contact me for like the first few hours because I was like zoned out. I was talking to no one. I left college early, like, to get it.
His house, although you wouldn't know it because he lives in this building. Hanging out with Bro, and he hangs out with me a little bit, but he hangs out with Bro.
At Kingdom Hearts 3, I was really excited for that.
I said he hangs out with me a little bit, but mostly he hangs out with Bro.
I played Fallout 4.
Wow.
Wasn't that into it.
Here we go again.
It was good though, yeah.
Really, Lord? Really?
I
That's what I'm saying.
got my money's worth. Yeah, I wasn't mad at it. Just not my
How
thing.
much did he hit on?
Compared to the Japanese ones.
Oh, God.
Persona 5. That was one.
Well,
That fucking took up my time.
I was hanging out with you again.
And I didn't play it on release because it came out around like exam time, so you know I just fucking put it off
I just don't
till after the
talk
exams.
about it. I mean,
He comes over there and, when you're alone and hangs out with you. Alone.
Lauren, no, I never said that. That's you saying that. Lauren, I don't
That's the way I took it.
I probably missed a bunch of shit by fucking talking over it.
Lauren,
Whoops.
You
seriously.
didn't specify, and that's the way it sounds. You know?
Lauren.
Does he still hit on you?
I don't know. Does Michelle Simpson still hit on you?
Oh yeah, Peach. Those themes are really cool.
Really?
The current one I have is a Tekken one
How much does he hit on you now?
because I love the Tekken
Lauren, first of all,
soundtrack.
there's something else. I heard the call.
There's two Tekken themes in the pack. The second one looks cooler, which I don't use because the music isn't as good.
You said it was just a few text messages.
The picture is way cooler though. It's like all the Tekken characters at like a black tie event kind of party.
I don't talk to anybody.
Looks really cool.
About you.
It's a shame the music isn't as good.
But you had a call where you were
Yeah,
talking
recipes,
about
right?
putting your hot dog in her taco or something like that. Like, and
I'm
you were
gonna
talking about
take the
you not
therapist
wanting to have
because I'm pretty sure they were
sex with her
talking
when
about
she
him
was on her period.
while I was talking over it and talking
All
about
this-
video games.
All this stuff.
And the soundtrack we've got in the
Right,
background
that's
is Final Fantasy IX.
Because before it was just strong speculation that I had. I had a strong speculation that that's what you were doing. And I thought it was maybe text messages that you had sent.
But I got a pre-order theme with the Final Fantasy VIII, so if the music, if it's got Final Fantasy VIII music, consider that theme put on when that game releases.
This afternoon.
Yeah.
And I haven't talked to anybody but you.
Okay, Lauren.
Nobody knows my number but you.
Okay, Lauren, here's the thing. Lauren, here's the thing. I think this took
Eh.
place in May.
Whatever. We're letting it roll, Beach.
I didn't have my computer in all of May.
Okay, Lauren, then when did it take place? Let's say that it took place in February. Lauren, let's say that it took place in...
It's over if I can pass that.
Lauren, but I saw more evidence, and it corroborated and proved what I had suspected.
I am past that shit. I'm not going on the internet anymore.
But here's the thing. You say that you are past it, but for me to hear that shows me where your mind has been. And you lied. You lied because you said that you never had a phone conversation. I said I wasn't sure. I said I didn't believe it. But the fact is that you didn't have...
I told you I had a phone conversation with her.
Lauren, you did not.
Whatever it was.
Lauren, you know that was a female.
God damn it, Michelle Simpson isn't in this fucking list.
Why you bring that up when I ask you if the doctor's been hitting on you and you won't answer my question about has the doctor been hitting on you?
Oops, they're talking about the doctor.
Shh. First of all, I will talk about
I'm taking it anyway.
But what I'm saying is that I found this out this afternoon. That's thing one.
Thing one?
Thing two.
There ain't anything else they can put on me.
And we don't have thing two.
You don't know anything about me anymore.
Oh well.
Okay, Lauren, that's real nice.
I'm not a shit either.
Lauren, that's real nice, but how would you feel if I had a sexual conversation with the doctor and 3 months ago and you found out about it? Okay, that's the thing.
I know. I'm sorry, but
So
I told you about that.
So So I am about to play the conversation because I want you to hear what I heard.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't want to hear it.
I want you to hear what I heard. So I'm going to play it. Let me get my thing set up. Let me find it. Because once you hear this, then we're going to talk about the doctor, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the doctor once I play this. Once this phone call, once I finish playing the Michelle Simpson call.
Why do you need me to keep listening to that stuff on there?
I think he did, but we don't have the doctor on the board.
Well, I would like to know that.
Lorne, I'm looking
For
for
once, we don't have a fucking doctor on the board.
And once I find it,
I'll turn on my fan.
And once I find it, I'll play it, and then
I'm low.
We'll discuss the doctor.
When we're in person, I'll tell you more.
When you're a person, we'll tell you more.
I know, I can't wait.
You left yet?
No, I haven't left yet. I still have a lot of work to do before I actually can go.
Who's that voice?
How much more work you got?
Oh, I've got a deadline for tonight. I don't know. I'm gonna try and get it done real fast, but I just wanted to hear your voice.
The board got the doctor for lives.
Really?
Yeah.
The board did what Ramona couldn't.
You sound so sweet. Like,
You
really.
sound so sweet.
I sound so sweet.
Yeah.
I thought I sounded.
Nah.
I don't judge my own voice. So I should know
Damn it. We don't have a fucking mini-syllable stroke either. Fucking hell. Bad board.
You sound so sexy.
Oh my god.
What are you doing right now?
Respectfully, of course.
I'm sitting here talking to you, watching the television.
Sounds like
What are you
yeah.
wearing?
White panties and bra.
Where in Bangor do you live?
Pardon?
Banging in Bangor.
Where in Bangor do you live?
On Crestwood. Cedarwood.
Where?
Cedarwoods?
Crestfallen wood.
Cedarwoods? I don't know where it's not that familiar with Bangor.
Yeah, it's getting hot. How can? Oh, that's my back.
But I know where probably where the Cedarwoods.
Yeah, I don't really go there.
How come?
I'm not a big gambler.
I'm not much of a gambler. I love gambling.
I said I'm not a big gambler.
Yeah, you gotta be honest. I'm just being honest.
Must be fairly big gambler. You can't see me.
Wow, that's not a gamble at all.
Yep, just a boy. I love that
When I
gamble.
watch your videos, I get so turned on.
You were so freaking hot, bro.
Hey, stop listening to it now.
How did I do that?
Lauren, why? You didn't
And-
stop having a conversation.
And we don't
I heard
have
the
Lorne
whole thing
interrupts.
already.
Fuck me.
I don't know
Right?
why you keep reliving it.
Bad out doing. Bad out
Why I
board.
want to keep reliving it? Why did you even do it?
Because I'm stupid.
I didn't even mean to do it. I'm stupid.
Not stupid anymore. Not
He's
doing that shit
magically
anymore.
cured of his stupidness. He was stupid to do that. He was stupid
Reminded
move.
of the stupid shit that I did. Trying to get past it all. Past all that shit. And I'm trying to forget all the stupid shit that I did. And I'm not doing stupid shit anymore.
I was hoping he'd say bullshit,
Well,
like
keep
stupid
reliving it.
bullshit. But no.
Did you go to Dunkin' Donuts, though? Because I know you went. Yeah, you went, Lauren. You went. You
I was just gonna tell you. Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts down the road.
Yeah, you went to meet for sex.
H&M have
When you
20%
lied
off
and you said
kids
that
wear.
you
Don't get
didn't.
excited, Lauren. Calm down.
That I didn't meet her.
Oh my god.
Oh, well,
I didn't meet her.
did she show up?
Nope.
Did you get condoms?
Lauren's never been
Yeah,
not
yeah,
stupid.
Wait a minute.
Ever.
Oh, okay. So
Never.
So,
Never,
You know
ever.
why?
no, I don't.
Donuts
but,
would be good,
But
man.
I'm finding out just how dedicated you are.
When I get to the States, I gotta try those donuts you got over there. Shit. They have a Krispy Kreme up in Dublin, and it was like the day it opened, there were noise complaints because people were lined up in the drive-through, fucking honking the horn.
So going to.
And I've looked at them online. And my girlfriend sent me pictures of Dunkin' Donuts and shit, and I was like, "Yo, you Americans are on the next level with donuts."
So the
We're playing with our child's blocks over here, while you're playing with fucking Legos.
To meet this Michelle Simpson person. Did you get them for the same reason that you got the condoms before you went to meet the 13-year-old?
What kind of question is that?
Well, I mean, did you get them because you just wanted condoms to fit in your car?
That's a fucking
I always have condoms in my
Hey,
car.
you told me that you. You told me that you.
What's up with your fucked up question?
You fucking.
What's up with your fucked up actions?
Oh my god.
My actions were fucked up. That was a fucked up question.
I was messed up at the door.
I asked a fucked up question. You go to have
I know recipes. It looks fucking amazing. Holy shit. I'm fat enough as it is, man. But
Messaging a 13-year-old is fucked up.
Oh, going to fuck a 13-year-old
I can get fatter.
is fucked up. I don't know, Lauren. I mean, what do you want me to say? The fact of the matter is, you told me that you got condoms before.
Ah, okay, right.
Go and you can't let me get past that.
No. You told me that you.
we just have like really simple donuts, like fucking just basic ass donuts.
Was because you like to have condoms.
And we don't have like dedicated donut shops here. They're just like in bakeries and like in supermarkets and shit like.
But you said you didn't have money.
And gas stations like that.
On a camera.
It's pretty basic stuff.
Yeah,
They're good, like, but you know.
Okay, so you're trying
The stuff I've seen in America, that looks next level.
Spend $5 or more on condoms. How can I even trust you when I keep catching you in lie after lie after lie?
Hey, well, what about the fucking doctor? He's hitting on you, and you don't tell me about it.
Lauren, we're going to talk.
He's hitting on you because you don't want to talk about it.
Lauren, we're going to.
You keep pointing out the bad shit about me.
Lauren, we're going to talk about the doctor. I never said we weren't going to, but I think you're paranoid because you feel guilty because you know I've caught you in yet another cluster of lies.
I haven't lied to you since then.
I haven't lied to you since then. Oh my god.
I'm doing what I did. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to keep living on time after time after time because they want to put shit on the internet about me. I'm not fucking living on the internet anymore.
Okay, I
I'm not going to keep going back to that.
Well, we have an alcoholic session over here,
okay,
so.
I have the right to be upset and to get answers
it's whatever.
about your fidelity, okay? When I confronted you about the Michelle Simpson thing, it was because I had a gut feeling. I didn't have any hard proof or hard evidence. I was just very intuitive, and you confirmed my intuitiveness because I was able to catch you lying, but you did not tell me that you got condoms and drove to Dunkin' Donuts to have.
We can wait recipes. We can wait.
You already knew about it.
No, I did not. I did not know because Lauren, you swore up and down that you had never gone to go meet her. You said I knew what. This is exactly what. No, Lauren, you said I knew what she was doing. I knew what she was up to, and I didn't go meet her. That's what you said. I knew what she was up to. Okay, you know what she was up to. And I didn't know.
I knew what she was up to, and I went down to see if I was right.
But why did you need to get condoms to prove that you were right? Why did you need to get condoms to prove that you were right?
Because I was stupid.
Lauren, and you must think I am too?
No, I don't.
I mean...
You know, obviously I don't think you're stupid.
You must to think, okay.
But this fucked up shit that you're asking me.
Lauren,
you're so far from stupid, it'll make your fucking head spin.
If you think I'm going to believe...
We're going right back to fucking however long ago it was.
Lauren, it was only a few weeks ago. That's thing one.
It was a lot more than like a few weeks ago.
When was it?
I haven't had my computer since May. Since the beginning of May, I think.
Okay, Lauren, and the fact is that it still happened and you
before
lied.
that.
Lauren, okay, but here's the thing. The fact is that it still happened and you lied and you told me that you had never went to meet her when in fact you did, and I just found that out today.
I didn't tell you that I didn't go to meet her. You knew all about that.
Lorne, you said,
Lorne. We don't have that fucking either. Shit.
Lorne, if I can speak, you said, and these are your words, I
Bad
need to
board.
see this up to. I wasn't going to go meet her. Those were your words. And why?
Don't recipes. Are these
And
both? Are these not two? Not kind of both the
If
same?
she did show up, you were going to stick your dick inside of her? I mean, come on, Lorne. Let's not pretend like you're some saint and you were just having a chat online with someone and you were goofing off and it was a prank.
It's a prank, bro.
What's going on with the doctor hitting on you again?
As I was going to say, if a pussy had been in the parking lot, you would have put your dick in it, okay?
Oh my
What's
god.
going on with the doctor hitting on you again?
We are going to discuss the doctor. We are going to discuss the doctor.
How do you see your
You're
naked?
hearing that, but we're not discussing them.
We're
discussing how much of an asshole I am.
Oh god.
Not being that, so I'm trying to get past that stupid shit.
Trying to get past it, Lorne. The doctor has never
Because I haven't been doing stupid shit.
I wasn't going to bring you
I haven't
donuts.
been doing anything. I'm
Really?
concentrating on you. On me and you.
Because I have drunk text messages from you that took place less than 2 weeks ago, or about 2 weeks ago.
I need to get counseling to get off
And I don't
HM
know if
bias,
you
but
realize
someone I
that.
can't do that.
I am straightening out. Regardless of what you fucking think, I'm straightening out.
Straighten it out.
Lorne, I have drunk
I wish you'd stop pointing out so much bad shit
Damn.
about me all the time.
Lorne.
You gotta stop putting me down.
Okay, first of all, Lorne. You talk about how much you've changed.
First
and
of all,
how amazing you
do we have
are,
that?
All these Christians.
Jeez, we don't have that either. Fuck me.
But yet and still, I have multiple drunk messages from you from just this month. Okay, that's thing one.
Can't
Thing
win them
two,
all, I
I'm
guess.
still catching you in lies.
Unless Ramona goes ham and Lauren goes ham. It's fucking,
Those shit you already knew about. I thought we were past that.
they just start naming out the hits.
Why you keep going on there to see what they're saying about me? I don't fucking know.
Lorne,
I don't care what they're saying about me.
Lorne, because you are terrifying me. You are asking me to come up there in a couple of weeks, which I had no problem with. But now I'm seeing things from you that is scaring me. Yeah, Lorne, I'm seeing you still get drunk. I'm seeing you get violent. I'm seeing that I'm still catching you in lies and things are
seeing me get
sworn
violent.
up and down that you finished with drinking. You had sworn up and down that I, quote, knew everything that there was to know about you.
Well, shit, I can't remember what time that was.
Let me ask you something.
Let me check. Lawrence Bingo, Lawrence
Can
the Axel Sunday
Can
Steel
you
Sesh.
imagine
Yeah,
how
okay.
scared I am?
Alright.
If we were to break up and you put
I'm a dumb piece of
videos
shit.
online about with me taking a shower and shit,
Online.
Lawrence,
Okay.
let me,
you imagine how
It's online.
scared I am.
Lawrence,
take it,
maybe
like-
you should think before you send random chicks nude pictures.
I
of you.
didn't.
Lawrence,
I didn't see you saying no. Don't send them.
Lawrence,
Gotta have a chill session now and again, like,
do
you
you
know.
remember when we had a conversation where we had discussed that you were getting drunk all the time and calling me bitches, whores, sluts, pieces of shit, etc., and you said that it was my fault because I didn't tell you to stop? You just said that it's my fault that you
I'm a bit of a
sent
chill
nude
sesh moth.
pictures to me because I didn't tell you to stop.
I
Those
didn't hear
are
you tell
pictures.
me stop.
Now, let me ask you something because Lauren,
I shouldn't have. I've got more control now than what I had before. I'm realizing the shit that I did wrong. Shit that I can't fucking do.
Shit that I did
Okay, let me
wrong.
I don't need to do it to make, in order to make myself feel like I'm special to someone. I realize I don't need to do that shit. If somebody that can't like me the way that I am, then they don't need to like me. I don't need to send people
Fucking hell.
to keep the picture.
Clobber was
of the
right when he
internet.
said everything with this fucking guy has to be
I don't
special.
need-
Like, he's like a
I
Hallmark
don't need
card.
that bullshit.
Bullshit.
Okay,
There we
no.
go.
You're
There's one.
different. You are completely different to me.
yeah, and you managed to find a Michelle Simpson. I was so different that you managed to
Oh my
find.
fucking word.
Oh my
that you
fucking word.
Yeah, I was so different in
I
everything.
don't. I am the only one that I am concentrating on is you. I'm not concentrating on anybody. Anybody. Even the women that are back here. I don't even look at them because of you.
Lauren, but the fact of the matter is that is that since I'm still catching you in lies, your
Fucking
words,
word.
Oh,
words
my
are like
fucking word.
clowns. I mean, I can see them, I can hear them, but I
Fucking
can't
Buck
touch
is
them.
perfect, though, isn't he?
It's
Lorne's
not
words.
about
These Lorne words are
wanting
small,
to visit you,
but
it's not
these
about me
Lorne
not
words
wanting to
are
visit
far
you or
away.
not like you or anything. It's about me being concerned as to whether I'm safe. And I, you know, I was thinking of something, and I was.
If you've never
wondering
watched Father Ted,
something,
no one's
and
gonna get that. Holy shit.
I think I already know the answer because I know
Oh god.
you so well, and I know how. And I like I said, I studied psychology. I know this.
Yeah, I doubt it.
I'm
Recipes.
curious, have you ever
Ever. I think the
put your
women are
hands
mean
on
are smarter
Tony
than
while you
that.
were drunk?
Have I ever put my hands on Tony when I was drunk?
And
The
Tony
fact that you repeated it
beat the
means
shit
that
out
you
of fucking
have.
Tony.
I'm trying to...
Exactly.
I wonder if that was what you were asking.
I love you more.
Sound like
And
you
his
said
mom goes,
Tony.
bye.
I said the word Tony.
Click.
Me and Tony
Ah,
put
Father
our
Ted
hands
is
on each
fucking
other
awesome.
when we were both drunk.
It's essential viewing in
That was
Ireland,
only
you
one
know.
time that we did that.
So
That was when
you-
I first got back. I was
The guy who wrote Father Ted wrote the IT crowd as
Yeah,
well, so
I was
if you're into that kind of humor,
an argument about it.
it's kind of a natural fit.
I went to walk out the door and turned around and told Wendy she was a bitch. She was running her mouth, and I told her she was a bitch. And Tony pushed me out the door and fell on the ground, and I got back up and I pushed Tony on the ground.
This
Okay, Tony
fucking 5-star match over here. Tony
For one
versus
thing, I don't
Lorne
even know why you're putting your hands on someone who's disabled, because Tony's disabled.
at
But the
Hickmania.
fact of the
Put his
matter,
hands on me first. We've never
Hmm.
touched each other since like that.
I was acting in self-defense.
But what's up with that question?
what's up with that question is because you drink with him. He is the one who tends
Gorilla.
to be in your
Wait.
face. He's the one who tends to be right there when you're
Lorne
drinking. And I was
Armstrong,
wondering if you put
you and your
hands on
tag
someone
team partner,
who was around
Gorilla Gwen, Gorilla.
Because he put his hands on me first.
Oh, fucking IG
What
art is
about
awesome.
your mom? Have you ever
But
seen
And
your
Noel Fielding is
mother?
really cool.
A mom?
Yes.
I don't understand how you think I'm a violent
I've
person.
seen him on a few outside things. Like I've seen him on like
Why
there's a
else
show
is
called
he
The Big
your
Fat Quiz of the
comedian
Year.
now?
It's like an English. It's an
I'm
English
not a
quiz
violent
show
person.
basically that's on at like around New Year's time, and they get a lot of comedians on to do it. Like Jimmy Carr, Noel Fielding, and all the random English comedians, and English and Irish comedians, and it's fucking hilarious.
Far from a violent person.
And Noel Fielding was on once, and that
Well,
was
first of
fucking.
all,
He was
let
great.
me make something clear to you, okay? This has nothing to do with our meeting in September.
And Richard Iowati was on it a few times as well. The guy who plays Moss in
Because-
IT Crowd.
It's still June. We have time, and the fact of the matter is that if I'm not like too scared to where I run away by then yeah, we will be meeting in September if you save the money. But what I'm saying,
Oh, Russell Brand, yeah.
what I'm saying to you right now,
Russell Brand and Noel Fielding are very similar that way.
are presenting red flags, and this conversation was not going to happen until I found what I found online today. You're
That's
giving
why
them.
that's why I don't want to go on there.
I don't want to go on there.
I don't even care to have my computer back.
The fucking internet, they got everything on there.
Continuously, apparently, given these people things to talk about because you've done so much messed up stuff. You had said something about how you had beaten Roscoe's ass or something like that. That you basically beat the hell out of Roscoe.
Ooh.
You had said that you felt bad because you had to beat Roscoe's ass for tearing up the couch and getting in the trash or something.
Then beat him. It's not like I grabbed the
I
stick
think
and
I've
started beating the hell out
I've
of
seen that one, Peach.
him. Then he beat the hell out of him with my hand.
Did you spank him?
I like Jimmy Carr
I
too.
spanked his
I seen
ass.
Jimmy Carr live actually. If you like,
So you do hit your
Oh,
dog.
it's a long time ago
You
now.
never hit your dog. And now you're telling me.
it's about 7 years ago now. But he was great.
Stop doing this shit. Stop putting me on the fucking
Did an
floor.
encore and everything. It was amazing.
Lorne, how am I putting you on anything? I am asking you questions about your behavior.
I don't beat my dogs.
And Jimmy Carr is pretty.
My
He
dogs
comes
are
to my
cool.
town fairly
Well,
regularly,
first
like, you know,
of all,
every
just
couple of
because you
years.
feed your dogs I'm assuming, and I don't have a.
And I don't live in a big town either, like, you know.
Like I said,
I don't live near Dublin, or I don't live in any of these cities.
Where the hell that one came from either.
He's always around
You
usually.
feed your
Now and
dog
again.
because you finally got
Yeah,
Roscoe
Peach.
down to the vet for his ear mites. It does not mean
His laugh
your
is fucking
dog
great.
spoiled.
Best Jimmy Carr
I never
TV
hear you talk
appearance
about walking them.
is
I never hear
8 out of
like
10
that.
It's
cats.
just me and him. Me and them.
I don't remember the
here.
day, but it's the like the exact date, but it's the day after he, or it's the day after, or like the week after he got caught in that tax avoidance scandal, and they just the guys just fucking rip on him for like an hour. It's great. All these chat jokes,
pushed me out of
amazing.
bed the other morning. My dogs are spoiled.
The dogs are
Somebody
spoiled.
tell me that my dogs
I know
aren't
what you got,
spoiled,
Space.
that I abuse my dog. I've never abused dogs in my life.
Even for a person who isn't a dog
Putting him
owner,
on
it's
a
fucking
treadmill is
disgusting.
abuse, and we discussed that, okay?
He
Putting a
gets on
dog
the
on a
treadmill by himself. He
Okay,
likes being on
and
it.
if he gets on
Fucking
the treadmill by
treadmill.
himself, why does he need to have
Is
his
Tank on the
leash
treadmill?
tied to it while it's on?
Well, he didn't have. And they weren't choking. I mean, he's got a lot of extra skin on his neck.
Lorne,
I know what you're saying.
no, you don't.
I'm not gonna.
He was hilarious,
with you,
Peach.
but I'm not gonna say that.
And he was a good
that I
sport
was
about it, like,
abusing
you know.
First of all, anybody seeing that, why do you think that video?
Because he didn't do
got
anything
so many
illegal, so,
thumbs
you
down?
know.
That video, before you took
him.
it
Yeah,
down,
they put so many thumbs down on my stuff anyway, just to be.
Lorne,
Jimmy Carr let like the
that
crowd
video
heckle
was
him for a few minutes,
particularly disliked.
which is hilarious. And he just
And
fucking
I beat
the guys in the front row. He
kind
just
Another video.
fucking torched them. Like,
Roscoe without a leash on, with Roscoe on the treadmill.
someone called him a retarded
Wasn't it?
Roger Federer, which has been done before. That's not. That wasn't
Okay,
unique.
so-
Unique insult. But
I know
he
you
got
say
the guy
you
who said
weren't
that.
holding him there, but the fact of the matter is,
And he
is
came
that
out for an
wants to
encore,
be on the treadmill. First
and
of
he
all,
started telling like
things like that
I
are
don't remember
happening.
them at all. It was 7 years ago. But he started telling like increasingly more offensive jokes.
He likes the treadmill.
And as soon as the laughs became kind of oohs and ahs, and like,
Like I
ooh,
said, it's
he
exciting
stopped and he
but it's
finished the
not
show.
exciting
It's fucking great.
for them to be hanging from it.
Not exciting for Sadie. She didn't like it.
Fucking
I never tried
Sadie.
to put her on it because she didn't like it. She's running away from it. She didn't like it.
But
She's skittish
Lorne,
around
the
treadmills.
fact of the matter is, if someone points out something like that is dangerous to your dog and bad for your dog, if you care about your dogs, you will listen to them, okay? And nowhere on the internet will any reasonable person say that it is okay to put a dog on a treadmill by a leash.
What did I do with the peanut butter?
Peanut butter.
I don't know, put it on your dick so your dog could lick it off. I have no clue what you did with peanut butter, Lorne.
I've seen what he did with peanut butter.
Right until I found out it was bad for him. There was something in it that was bad for him.
I remember that. And you put it in a calm toy? Yes. So Lorne,
Listen to
here's the
this
thing.
music
You
makes me want to play
have
Final
the
Fantasy 9 again.
ability to
That's the great thing about these
you have the ability
these
to
re-releases they've been
accept
putting out,
reason
like of
if
7, 8,
sometimes
and 9.
You choose not to. I don't know why, but sometimes you
Shame
choose not
10
to. You have the
and 12.
ability to say, okay, this is
They
bad
have
for the
speed
dog,
boosters,
so let me find
so you can
another
run. You can just
alternative.
skip all the grind. You can run through the grinding like really quick and just get the story,
I'm trying to find
which is really handy,
reasons in everything I do now.
and make all traveling from place to place really quick,
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
I am.
and skip bits you don't like. Skip through bits you don't like.
Not just jump off the edge and do some stupid crap.
It's a real shame that the 10 remake
Irritates me
and 10.2
when
remakes don't have the speed boost
trying
feature.
to get that
I think the PC
my
releases
past,
do,
not
but not the PlayStation ones.
stupid shit like
I'd love that
I
if
don't
they
want
patched
to
that
keep
in.
being reminded of shit that
My
I've
God.
done. I know
Because I love
that
10.
I've done.
10's like my second
I
favorite.
don't want you being reminded
So I'd love to
of
play
it.
that through again with speed
But
boosters.
when you make
To get through all the
random
grinding.
declarations, like
And like the start the start of the game, which I know like I've played a million times, so like I'd love to just skip through that.
Nobody knows as much about me as you do.
I can't feel Fifi.
Okay, now that you said that, can I finish? When you make random declarations like, you know everything about me, I've been honest with you since X, Y, and Z, since such and such.
I enjoyed the
And all
grind
these
too,
different-
Peach. But the speed booster makes it
and
a
all
lot
these
more
different
palatable, you know?
magical things that you say.
It makes, I think, because it makes the rewards come quicker. I know, if you know what I mean.
I mean, how does that look?
I remember when I played 10.2 when the remake of that came out, the remaster of that came out. I played like
I said,
I got sidetracked by grinding and spent like 15 hours grinding because I was just listening to wrestling podcasts.
Like I said, we're going to talk
back to back. And then by the time I stopped grinding, I just wiped the game so easily.
You know everything.
It was way too easy. So I was hitting shit. I was killing shit. I killed the boss in like fucking 5 hits or something like that. Something crazy like that.
You know more about me than anyone else. Okay. Lorne, showing me your cornhole does not mean that I know everything about you. Showing me your shit.
Is that one of your stock public accounts recipes?
That you
I know you love spamming Nick Rilla emojis.
And that you have revealed everything about yourself.
How did Emma find out that you were the only one that...
Yeah, that's really annoying, the fucking cutscenes.
Had ever seen my asshole.
How did who find out what?
Also, the Platinum Trophy is really... Emma. The Platinum Trophy is really hard to get in 10. And 9 as well.
We talked about it on the call, didn't we?
Because of orangey bullshit, like.
Didn't we talk about that?
She said that and she heard that
and 10's like bestiary. Oh my god.
Seen my asshole and she never had and she wanted to see it.
Gotcha.
How did she
my little asshole isn't near either.
Did you tell her?
No, I didn't tell her.
7's a pretty easy platinum trophy as it goes.
Really?
Especially with all the speed boosters and like
can I have your PC Ember video? Do you want to hear it? I'll play it for you.
It cuts it down from like a 50-70 hour shit to about 35. If you know what to do.
You did. It's on that video.
I don't remember. I thought it was on.
Perfect stream to come in here with that account.
Three-way call that we were on.
Nah.
I thought that was when she mentioned it.
I'm looking it up right now so that I can play it for you.
I hope 8 has an easy enough trophy, a platinum trophy. Not easy, but like attainable.
I thought about that because I never said anything to her about it.
You did, and I'm gonna.
Because I love getting the Final Fantasy trophies.
Oh, I don't want to hear it.
I'm just playing that part. I am going to because I don't appreciate you accusing me.
The only problem with 8 I could see is probably 8 will probably have some.
You said the phrase, quote,
what's it called? Triple triad trophies.
Ever seen my asshole?
So that could be a bit.
But anyway, let's talk about the doctor now. I don't remember.
And the junctioning system. They could tie some dirty trophies to that.
This is the only one that has ever seen my fucking asshole. Literally my fucking asshole.
Oh yeah, the.
Oh yeah, I forgot you called me.
The date one, yeah.
I forgot you called me a bitch there.
Because that's like really missable. Because you have to make certain dialogue choices.
Quote, you said it. I'm gonna play it again.
And whenever I play that game, it's just second nature.
That bitch is
I can't help.
One that's ever seen my fucking ass.
I cannot help but choose the Tifa voice lines, like to get the date with Tifa.
You said that.
It's just second nature. It's like a muscle memory.
Are you denying that you said it?
You gotta record that. Evidently, I said it. I'm not gonna tell you I didn't remember saying it.
Because it's one thing for you to call me a bitch and then leave voicemails where you're calling me a bitch and other things, by the way.
I hope in the remake if they do the Aerith's the easiest one to do as well. The game wants you to get the date with Aerith. Because it gives her like there's like a point system and she has like a +5 at the start, so like it's set up to get Aerith as the date. But good asshole, my asshole.
Why are you keeping on playing it?
I like Aerith. Don't get me wrong, but like Aerith isn't a good Aerith isn't really a good long-term investment.
Who's seen your asshole? Because this bitch is the only one who's ever seen it.
It's just a shame because Aerith is so good for healing. Oh my god. Her limit breaks and shit.
Sorry.
And I love a good white mage. Usually the character I pick as my white mage is like my favourite in the game. Because I rely on them so much. Like Yuna in Final Fantasy X.
Well, in and of itself, that's still an excuse. Because when you say that you're stupid, it kind of absolves you from having to take responsibility. You can have the mental capacity to know that what you were doing was wrong or to make a decision not to do something wrong.
I'd be like Lauren when Rhoda died. I love you, Aerith. Cool.
Responsibility for it. I'm saying, obviously, what do you want me to say? It wasn't stupid for me to say that? It was stupid. I was stupid.
Yeah, exactly. It's not exactly my
You
most
said it.
flattering feature.
Taking responsibility for it. Very sorry that I said that. What are you doing?
I'm very disturbed.
I'm
You
very
know,
disturbed.
I don't understand why they're obsessed with me. I don't understand any of that. I
Why
never
are you
have.
so obsessed with
I don't
It
me?
doesn't
feel
make any sense to me. I think I know Emma knows
Yeah,
what
mine's
she's
like-
doing on the computer.
Mine's Cloud,
I
Tifa,
know how
and
obsessed
Yuffie.
she is with me. I
I
know
think.
what she can. What she's
Here's the last time I played the game.
Oh, you think
The
she
last time I
sounds-
played the game was on Switch.
Sounds nice when she wants to sound nice. The reason she likes spiders,
Spiders.
octopuses.
We're spiders. Ah,
They both have 8
damn it.
legs.
8 legs.
Weird.
What does spiders have to do with?
Vincent is cool in breaks, like how he turns into the fucking
gross.
hockey mask chainsaw guy.
I know she was on the phone with me one time. She went and bought a fucking tarantula.
Fucking D'Angelo.
I'm like, what? This is fucking gross. She said, but they're so cute. They're fucking ugly.
Oh, tarantula never did anything to me, but I can't say that I would want one crawling up my leg.
A tarantula killed Lorne's family.
What are you worried about getting exposed?
Uh-huh.
Huh?
I said, what are you worried about getting exposed?
My videos, our phone calls.
I don't know
Would
what
the video
differentiates the huh
That
and
you
the huh.
sent me get you in trouble?
So if he says huh again, I'll just take this one.
I've already been up front with my probation officer.
Probation officer.
Just that I don't.
Okay, this is looking good now.
Videos of me in the shower.
So I've got a second call lined up. It's a bit shorter, I think, because it's a smaller file size, but
For your eyes only. For the rest of the freaking world.
Yeah, I know. But you don't. Do you have a condition on your release or whatever they call it, like to not make nude videos?
Yeah. That's some explicit images.
hey Cap, what's going on?
All right, hold on a second. Let me text him. All right, this is like the latest I've ever messaged him.
You said your brother in Florida?
Is
Not an hour behind.
Yes, he is.
Florida?
Yep.
So they're in the same time zone as we are.
Fucking
No,
time
it's not.
zone.
Must be in the panhandle.
Fucking time zone.
Yep, Florida has 2 time zones.
Bad out of him.
Thinking they was all Eastern Coast. Eastern time. I was thinking they were on Eastern time. I thought the whole state was on Eastern time.
1 state, 2 time zones. Kind of like 2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh my god.
2 girls, 1 cup. The hell does that mean? 2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh, here we go. Not a whole lot.
You know what's
It's
funny
Sunday,
about
Cal.
that is
Chill out, like, you know.
they were saying that.
We're having a bit of a chill sesh.
I'm fucking lost. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
What did they say?
I can't remember exactly what they said because I was thinking about Uncle Rich. But I heard,
2 girls, 1
2
cup.
girls, 2 girls, 1 cup. Like, whatever. I just blew it off so my mind was full. What the hell does that mean? 2 girls, 1 cup.
Ask your counselor.
2 guys, 1 cat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're not going to ask your counselor?
Hello, probation officer. Oh,
Why
what's
not?
2 girls, 1 cat? Mm-hmm.
But I have to.
Do you want to know what it is?
If you want to tell me, I'm not going to go out looking for the meaning of it.
All right. It's a film,
Film.
and there's 2 women who, much like you in every video or picture you've ever taken, they're nude.
Nice, Capel. Nice.
It's a porn film.
So one woman begins kissing another.
I said I played the
And
Lorne
then
Bingo today instead of Age Empires.
one
I might
of
play
them
a bit of Age
says
Empires
to
later on,
her,
but who knows.
he's
It's
like,
kind of hard to stream on
he's
Sunday
ready to
evenings
go.
because a lot of other people do. Like, you never know when, yeah, 2 girls, 1 cup is fucking disgusting. It reminds me of,
One girl
when I think of those
turns
videos, it
around
reminds me
and
of fucking
And
high school, or secondary
the other
school as we
girl
call it here, or
was
high school as the
in her
Americans call
genital
it.
area.
Because we were all about those when we were fucking kids, like, we thought they were the fucking funniest thing, like.
going.
And then the girl.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's hard to stream on Sunday evenings because, like, you know, Kalaba is on. Sometimes I stream it around midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning when I kind of finish up, but Clogger's on at that time, so that rules that out. And sometimes Andrew Burkett is on at 10 my time, at his time, so I can't really go on there. But maybe after dinner, I'll come back on. Who knows?
And eat it.
Oh, gross.
And then they vomit the shit into each other's mouths.
Oh,
Daddy's thirsty. Where's Dan? He loves
you watched that?
And
he loves Stanley.
one of them like has like a hunk of turd. Like
I fear if I start doing the Stanley stuff, I'm gonna lose all my subscribers.
Kiss the turd.
They're just gonna fucking run.
Covered faces. They French kiss the shit back and forth.
Oh, okay.
That is fucking gross. When did you watch this? What the hell?
What the hell?
And
You're watching pornos.
I think everyone's seen that though.
let's go to
I suppose if you didn't know that it was like a viral thing,
Who'd you watch
it'd be quite disturbing if you found out someone watched it. But like,
it wasn't so much
fucking everyone's seen it.
porn
Like,
as much as it was shit eating, and so like they threw up the shit and they threw it up.
even
on
if
the
you haven't
floor,
tried to see
and then they, like,
you've probably seen a bit of
mopped
it.
into a
Or,
bucket and they drank it.
No.
Ball. Ball is fucking hilarious. Kayla! I'm going to kill Kayla!
Try with me.
Oh, you're lucky. You're one of the lucky ones,
Peach.
Peach.
Many ideas.
I was a teenager when they came out, so you know there was no not seeing that kind of stuff. Because that shit was like sent around school and like, you
Wow,
know.
your timing's almost perfect because it looks like TJ just messaged me the number.
Fucking TJ.
What are you gonna say to her? I'm gonna tell you, she's gonna try to make her.
Yeah, that must have came out like 2006, 2007, so I was like 13, 14, like prime age for fucking dumb shit like that to be circulating.
Know how she.
Yeah, Goatee. Goatee's a little before my time, like, you know, that was in the 90s, I think. So I wouldn't have seen that. I haven't seen that. But like Lemon Party and all those fucking dumb shit.
All right, let me think.
Those dumb videos.
Of what I'm
fucking
gonna say.
Jesus.
First look on her channel again.
I remember I went to school with this one lad and he used to fucking love just showing people like pain Olympics on his phone, like, you know, just like tricking them into watching the bits of it.
So you think I should call? Maybe I should call her.
He was sound though. He was just a bit strange when he was younger.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna call her.
The three-way, and I'm just gonna.
He was always entertaining to have in the class. I'll give him that.
I'm gonna call.
Fucking recording.
You know what, Lauren? You know what? I don't even care if she does record, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I mean, this.
I'll end that one and play the next one because it's only like 10 seconds after that. Lauren's Christmas gift.
Jerking around the Christmas tree.
Oh my god.
From the sex shop.
What's this?
Crystal clear so you can see your penis while it pops.
Oh my god.
Oh, well, hello, Church of Quad and Crestfallen.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I don't think this is a Lauren call.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm okay.
Just okay.
We'll skip that for now because it's not bingoable. And we'll play a therapist call, I guess.
Hello?
I think it's the first therapist call I've ever played. Hey, Webs.
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me, Ramona?
Yes, it's just me. I told him to call me back in 1 minute so that I could give you...
so we're not.
Yeah, because
We're
I'm.
not on right now.
No, I want to start a new recording. Oh my God, you are so amazing.
Thank you.
Behind the scenes going on here.
Are you calling me from Skype or something?
Yeah, Google Hangouts.
Oh, okay.
It's a shame they closed.
So she told me to.
They closed Google Hangouts on air,
Another way.
which is like a service that lets you live stream Google Hangouts pretty easily on YouTube. Because that'll be handy.
Ember, you know, I'm going to send this to Ember, so I wanted us to start fresh with a new recording that didn't have the other stuff in it so that she doesn't have to edit through all of it. Okay, so here he is. I'm gonna join him. And
Okay, but we're not live streaming anymore.
we're not live streaming, but this is gonna be uploaded tomorrow.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, here she
You better not be recording me. We'll get back to that Christmas gift card at some stage.
Hey, Lauren.
I'll probably play that during an Age of Empires stream or something. Maybe I'll play it later.
Me back, and we're on
Christmas in August, or actually no, it's September now.
Again.
Jeez, September already. Fuck me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Imagine that.
What were you saying, or what was I saying?
Only 1 week until I go back to college.
So,
Can you wait? Legitimately.
Well,
Ooh, I will get on that Kelpill.
I think we were.
I should. I won't play them on here because I'm kind of uneasy about playing the really new stuff on stream because people want the jump to hear the new kind of stuff. I have no problem playing the Ramon stuff because that's kind of old and people have heard the Ramon stuff before.
Hard to hear. I know it's the sort of thing.
And it's been out. The Ramon stuff has been out there before, but the new stuff, I don't think I'll play that on stream. I'll leave
I liken it to
that to the dump.
They're rarely fun or easy.
Maybe when the jump gets released to everybody at the end of the year, apparently that's happening. I don't know about that. Maybe then I'll do it. But
sap your strength, but
not right now.
Sometimes difficult, unpleasant things.
So I think I made an eBay sale. Hopefully I did.
Difficult, unpleasant things have to be said.
Hey,
heard.
I got a bit on eBay, Adam. Hell yeah!
To any
I'll be sad to see it go. I like that album. One of my pride and joys. But I have the money.
Advice to you is now.
The sadness of selling an album kind of goes away once the money rolls in, you know? Yeah.
Knowing what I know. And Lorne, I know that...
I don't want to step on anybody's toes, you know?
I appreciate that, or you don't agree with that, but... I really wish that I could tell you more.
I ain't in this community to make enemies. I'm here to enjoy Lorne. And have fun with you guys. And my other subscribers on my main channel.
I have a lot to deal with that. That's your prerogative, but I have to...
hold on a second.
On the basis of what I do know.
I just changed the music to Final Fantasy 8 because that one, the Final Fantasy 9 one's ending at the moment. So.
I had alluded to earlier, I think I'm all worn out from crying, so I can talk about it now. The
Ramona,
fact
are you crying?
that everybody has been acting really crazy, obsessed, with me.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
Brother TJ.
Do you have a life? Go out and live.
It's really been a difficult week dealing with them, and
that's one of my favorite videos I've made. The Lorne, what's it called? What do I call it again? Lorne gives criticisms of the community or something like that, or Lorne reacts to the criticisms of the community. It's one of my favorites.
You say it's been difficult with your brother there. I'd like to know
because he uses footage of one of my favorite fucking in Irish TV moments.
It's difficult because there's so much attention on me and everyone's freaking out. It's scary, it's new, it's not something that I'm used to.
So if you haven't seen that one, it's quite funny, and I do recommend it.
Has your brother expressed concern about this relationship similar to the ones your parents?
Oh yeah.
We did talk about your brother.
Oh yeah.
Talk briefly about that, but you didn't spend your mother had basically said what you're saying now, which is just that there are a whole lot of people that are concerned about you.
Yeah, you sound really staticky, though. I want to say.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'll play it. Not to fucking toot my own horn here, but toot. I'll get it up in a second. So, Patrick, he have earned. There I am. I hit 150 subs. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Okay, so it's this one, yeah. Lorne's response to community's criticisms. Whoa.
I like women.
For necrophilia.
If you don't mind, I like women.
Necrophilia.
I love women. I'm mad about women. I've been married three
times.
And the one I'm married to now is going to last forever
Women.
Because I'm infatuated with women.
Women
and to
who are
protect
3
my
minutes
own
away
life,
from
I
their
make
death.
up a false
What's the
name.
name?
I don't know why you're so,
So
obsessed with me. Don't you have a life? Go ahead and live. Do something.
I fucking love that clip. The original clip is longer. It's fucking hilarious. Basically, the story behind that is, so this guy called Jerry Hannon, Frank McCourt. He wrote this book called Angela's Ashes. You've probably heard of the movie. It was based on, the movie was based on the book. But basically in it he bemoans his childhood in Limerick, which is a town in the south of Ireland. I lived there for a while. And he called it really shitty, and he had a bad upbringing and stuff. And he slagged off his mother in it. So this guy, Jerry Hannon, who lives in Limerick, was really critical of the book. And used to fucking call him out and all that shit. And at this interview, they were interviewing Frank McCourt for the Late Late Show in the 90s. And they brought him on in the crowd, and he fucking just tore into him. It's fucking hilarious. The Angel of the Lanes. Now where are we?
I'm sorry, I had to go to the other side of my house because my wife is asleep now, so that's the reception may not be as good here. Is it any better? There may not be a whole lot I can do about the static. Is it tolerable or is it pretty bad?
It's tolerable. Yeah, it's tolerable.
I think I have the original clip linked in the video, but I'm not sure.
Is it okay for you? Yeah, I can still hear you. I can still hear a little bit of static, but I can still hear you. Okay. Let me say that Ramona's used to all the attention to people freaking out on my end. She's not used to it being on her end. Okay. She's dealt with it for months and heard my frustrations for months about people freaking out on my end. But this is the first time she's ever had to deal with it from her end. Well, I mean, my advice on a thing like this for you, Ramona, is it should tell you something. It should be it should get your attention when you have so many people in your life who care about you, who are all communicating the same concerns to you. You see what I'm saying? In other words, let's say that you have 9 people who say the sky is blue and 1 who says the sky is red. Which group is more likely to be right?
The sky is fucking blue.
And I think that if there's a pattern of concern among the people who care for you and who want what's best for you, that should tell you something. And especially if, when we're talking about relationships, emotions can do wonderful things, but they can also mislead us. And they can compel us to do things that aren't in our best interest. And sometimes a person in a relationship, if it's not a healthy relationship, doesn't see the forest for the trees, to use the expression. And
if you will.
It's
shame we don't have Candid in here.
Beneficial for a person in that situation to listen to those who are on the outside of that relationship if they're saying, hey, this is not a good situation for you. And it sounds like, let me ask you this, Ramona. Are there any people in your life...
This music's really loud.
...who advocate the relationship you have with Lorne? Which is to say, who are giving you as advice, know that this is a good relationship for you. You should nurture and cultivate this relationship and continue this relationship.
Lorne does.
Is there anybody who's...
Lorne does.
Lorne
advocates the relationship.
Well,
besides, I'm talking about people who are in your real life, people who are close to you.
Of course, Lorne advocates for
family,
it.
people who
He's
are
fucking in it.
present in your life, people that you have known before Lorne. Do you see what I'm saying? Family members, close friends, that sort of thing.
No. Everyone's freaking out.
Yeah, I mean, and that's.
So how long has anybody in your life known about me though?
They gotta meet you face to face.
That's a tricky question to ask or to answer because when TJ was the first and when he started his thing, I don't know if he fully believed it.
Believed what? Believed that you had a relationship with Lorne?
Yeah. I don't know if TJ fully believed that.
Mm-hmm.
How long have people in my life known about our relationship?
Well, hold on. So my parents got something last Friday or Saturday, so it's been about a week that they've known. So last Friday or Saturday, my parents received. It was really disgusting. I don't know if they told you, but it was it was a printout of his registered sex offender profile, a CD with 3 of our conversations with him calling me every name under the sun, and a note saying this is. I don't know if they. Oh yeah, okay. I don't know if they told you all the details. Yeah.
We reviewed those items. We did.
Did you hear the calls?
Oh yeah. We discussed it earlier.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
See, these are this is what when I was trying to explain to you earlier, Lorne. These are the elements of information I have to go on. These are the elements of information from which I am drawing my insight, and all I can do is operate based on that information.
Okay, I'll tell you one story.
Yes, Cadbury.
The internet. So
fucking Putin's a piece of shit. The fucking the Kremlin, they got everything up there.
I lived on Washington State, and I had my nieces and nephews like 80% of the time.
Fucking hackers.
For 2 years.
Nathaniel works for the Russian government.
More time away from my nieces and nephews, and then affected them. And 2 years, I talked to this girl.
Lorne probably thinks the Soviet Union still exists, like, you know.
She told me that
he calls Russia the USSR, like, you
her
know.
daughter was her niece. She said that her sister-in-law died from breast cancer. Said that she had custody of her niece because
Amanda James.
Her brother was a druggie.
Her brother.
I've got my druggie friend said you have to say you're a cop.
She was all the same age.
Fucking KGB.
She was 30 years old.
Stupid
No,
moon.
2 years old. She was 28 and I was 30. And I moved back to Maine.
Oh, fucking President Gorbachev.
She moved out there to be with me, and after 2 years she didn't. And I never saw anybody or dated anybody in that whole time.
Is Stalin still in charge up there?
I moved back to Maine so I could be close.
Fucking Lenin.
She lived in Pennsylvania. And
Okay, so you knew her from the internet. You said you lived in Washington, so you met her on the internet.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever met anybody from the internet. Or met anybody, or dated anybody on the internet. And when I moved back to Maine, I still talked to her. I was talking to her, and my sister wanted to talk to her. I was talking to her on the phone. My sister wanted to talk
this fucking story.
I was talking to her for a minute, and just as soon as she got off the phone, she pointed at the phone, and she whispered, "She's been lying to you."
This fucking, like,
So
super sleuth sister over here.
I got to know her so well.
Figured out Amanda James' game in 1 minute, like.
When I hacked into her email, I found that
Hackers.
she had
He said hacked? There we go.
Guy the whole time. She had slept with another guy the whole time. She had been making pictures of other guys in her
Lorne's a hacker over here.
and among other things.
I think Lauren thinks having someone's password is hacking, you know? Or figuring out someone's password is is hacking, just by guessing it. That doesn't count.
Niece was really her daughter.
The fucking niece.
And basically everything she told me before for 2.5 years was a lie.
Okay.
Since then, as when I've had a problem with...
I don't know, Kat, though. I don't really know.
Okay.
I don't get it.
I didn't even meet on the internet.
How did you meet?
We met by phone.
It just really mattered.
How did you called her randomly? You were calling random numbers? How did that work? What do you mean you met by phone?
I didn't know that he didn't know that. No.
Well, she told me in general terms that you had. I mean, my understanding was that this was something that had its beginnings in some capacity on the internet.
Yeah, let's just say we met on the internet.
The internet?
No, let's tell the truth. I saw his.
Yeah, it's
profile
like
and I messaged
it's just
him.
like a completely random bit of information.
Well, that's different from what you told me the other day when we were in session.
Maybe Peach, yeah. Okay.
What it is about
maybe.
A sex offender registry entry that would allow you to make contact with him. You thought he was attractive.
I don't know if Lauren would care, but
she thought I needed a friend too.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So now, Lauren,
I can see that.
I want to ask you about this Amanda James situation you conveyed to me, if you don't mind. I want to know what bearing that has on what we're talking about here. I mean, you told me the story. It's a bad side. It's a shame that happened, that somebody lied to you and so on and so forth. But what relevance does that have to what we've been discussing here?
Well, because before I met Ramona, there was a girl named Ember.
Ember.
She was married and we were just friends. And I took her as being...
Our girl Ember.
So after talking to her for a while, I took her as my best friend. I actually called her my best friend.
You've cracked the case, Peach.
I want to know why you're telling me this. I want to know what relevance this has to the things that we've been discussing about Ramona.
Because it has to do with the way that I act when I get how I get paranoid.
Okay.
You're paranoid.
Because that's the whole reason I get paranoid. Is when something doesn't feel right, or I think I'm being played with, or something like that.
Okay.
You better not be playing fucking games.
What bearing does that have on?
I can't do a fucking. I'm so upset. I can't do a Columbo impression naturally. I really have to work on it.
Okay, you had some negative experiences,
because you just do Lauren naturally. Well, I do Shaman's Lauren. I don't do actual Lauren.
But I don't.
Apart from hello everyone.
Why you're discussing those things in the context of your relationship with Ramona? What does one thing have to do with the other?
Because I know my feelings for Ramona, and I get scared that I'm going to get hurt all over again.
Okay.
That's normal.
That's normal.
Lauren's such a fucking coward, man. Just fucking go for it.
What does that have to do with?
If it was all real, of course.
Lauren, my concern here is your...
I think I said that yesterday when we were in Paul calls.
What's different with me and Ramona is that our conversations have been put on the internet. A normal relationship, the people that are obsessed are able to hack the phones and stuff like that.
That doesn't that doesn't influence the dynamic of how you act toward her. It shouldn't, and if it does, in the sense that it compels you to be angry and abusive, I mean, all that does is buttress my point about how it's not healthy for her to be in this relationship, and it doesn't. And none of the things that you've told me have any bearing on the behavioral concerns I have about you regarding your sexual crime and your proclivities in that area, your proclivities toward alcohol abuse, your proclivities to express your anger inappropriately. These are all
that abusive stuff. That verbal abuse only happens when I'm drinking. That's why I quit drinking.
Well, but you have to start
Bullshit.
drinking in order to quit drinking. It's the starting drinking that concerns me. In other words, you don't get a medal because you stopped doing something you shouldn't have done in the first place. The concern remains: why did you do it in the first place? And if you're telling me that you had a DUI when you were much younger, and now you're talking about this.
The only thing I got on my record is an OUI.
Could you stop drinking too? I mean, I'm seeing long-term patterns of behavior.
I need to do that. I need to start doing those interrogation shit.
And
those videos. I don't think I'd have a lot of insight or a lot of new points, but it'll be fun for a watch along.
These are certainly not issues that go away because you stop drinking.
I'm not exactly the most insightful TCAPist.
I know those things about you. Are those things true or not?
That's all you know, though.
What do I need to know? If you have
those things about me, just because you know those things about me doesn't mean that you know me.
Lorne, everybody in prison has a reason why they did what they did. You see what I'm getting at? Everybody in an AA meeting has a reason why they started drinking. The reason is irrelevant. The behavior is what I'm concerned with.
Imagine
everybody
Lorne in an AA meeting. Hello everyone, my name's Lorne. Hi Lorne.
Has some explanation.
And I'm an alcoholic.
He's so mad that he just had to do it.
Bad. I'm not an alcoholic.
It's the behavior that I'm concerned.
I just was sitting here because my probation officer said so.
I've never hit a woman in my life, and I never will. I was raised by my mother.
I didn't accuse you.
I was raised by my mom.
I'm using that as an example. I'm trying to draw a parallel here. I'm trying to make a distinction between behavior and motivation. The motivation is irrelevant.
Lorne takes all like hypothetical situations that are thrown out like literally. He's like, no, I never do that.
You might have 100 excuses for drinking to excess, for abusive behavior, and they may all be valid excuses in your mind. But if the behavior continues to manifest itself, then the reasons for it don't matter. And I might add that some of the centerpiece issues that I have, the sexual stuff and the drinking, there's no excuse for those things. It doesn't matter what your reasons for doing those things were, you did them. And no reason is good enough. There's no justification for those things. I don't care what you tell me. I don't care how many Amanda James there were. I don't care how many Embers there were.
Can I get a Paula?
It's irrelevant. The matter is that
damn it.
What I did before was wrong, and I know it was wrong. And
but you
everything
keep
I've done wrong, I know everything I've done wrong.
Okay, that's
I also know that I'm getting better.
Well, I can't make that evaluation. All I know is that there are patterns of behavior. Well, that's fine. That's between you and your therapist. My concern is Ramona's well-being, not your improvement as a person. And if there are patterns of behavior,
his therapist seems like, from whatever we've heard about his therapist, seems like a person who just like fucking lets him talk, and then just kind of like gives them like boilerplate advice, or like just kind of goes, yeah. He doesn't really care about their job.
The immediate reason is the only thing that...
Or knows Lorne's the lost cause, or just kind of fucking just goes with it.
You drank too much and you
it's like, whatever.
Which is a terrible thing to do. Terrible judgment. That happened a long time ago. But...
That wasn't even the case.
I
had a beer for hours. And I thought that I was sober. I didn't want my brother walking on the road drunk. I go to them home.
If you drank to such excess that hours later you were still drunk enough to get a DUI, not only does that indicate a serious lack of impulse control,
I was barely over the legal.
Fuck off, Lorne. You were over the limit. That's it. Fucking, it's black and it's white. There's a limit, and if you're over the limit, you're fucking drinking and driving. What is so hard to understand? There is a number that you can't pass, and you passed it. Right, guys?
You're not helping your
Am I stupid?
Well, I didn't think I was over the limit. All that tells me is that you not only have a drinking problem, but you don't have the ability to judge when you're too drunk to drive or not. That's a double whammy.
Oh my God! The only thing that I'm hearing is you're trying to find every fault with me that you can.
Tell me where you see any flaws in that reasoning process, Lorne.
I'm not going to tell you anything anymore.
Of course you're not. You don't have anything to say. I put you.
It's like
cut you here.
It's like you're not allowed to kill people.
Well,
murder is illegal. Oh, but I only just barely murdered him, like, you know?
I mean, that's the fact. Because if you had a rebuttal, you would have already used it.
I only shot him once,
The fact that you're
and I
saying,
killed him.
you don't know, and you're just
I didn't shoot him like 20 times.
That's a cop-out. That's a victim mentality.
The fact of the matter is, I fell asleep. That's what happened. I fell asleep.
He fell asleep at the wheel too? Fucking hell.
That's even worse. That's even worse.
Of course, it's even worse.
Better? Oh, well, he only
Drink a Red Bull or something. Holy shit.
Yeah, you hit
Or
that,
just don't drink
You
Red
hit that station wagon and you killed that family, but you were only asleep, so let's go easy on you. Are you kidding me?
I don't need you to continuously try to make me out to be a bad person.
You're tired, just fucking pull over for a bit. Or slam a few Red Bulls, and off you go.
I don't have to make you out to be bad.
A little bit dead. He's only a little bit dead.
All I'm doing is observing the facts.
The facts don't do that.
He's only got one knife wound, you know.
You're a good guy? Well, he fell asleep. That's a good guy right there. He fell asleep because he drank too much. You got to do more.
Let's evaluate you.
No, because I'm not you. I'm human just like the rest of us. The difference between you and me is that
Yeah, Captain. Exactly right.
I do make mistakes.
So you're saying that you're no worse than I am.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe I should say Ramona. I live a lot closer to her than you do. And I probably make more money.
Like that, wouldn't she?
Oh my god.
You have, I mean, surely you see how foolish you are.
Here we go.
What kind of person you are? You're married and you're talking about dating my girlfriend.
Well, at least she's not 13. At least she's not 13.
Supposed to be 13.
Guess I don't have anything to worry about, do I?
I don't know. That's probably up to her.
That's remark to say. That's my last remark to say. At least she's not 13. That's a real professional statement.
Sam is fucking great, man. He's awesome.
I think it's the most professional thing I can do. So, do you have anything else to say on your behalf?
On my behalf?
Actually, guys, I got a message this morning when I woke up from Kevin Steinmetz, who's often in my chats and in my comment sections.
Just gonna repeat yourself.
He's a loyal viewer. He sent me a message on Instagram, and it was of the YouTube headquarters in San Fran, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go in and fucking demand that you get your streaming privileges back on your main channel." Fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna have to argue with you and then repeat myself.
Well, he'll drop off.
It was a great thing to wake up to. And then Peach's email, I also woke up to that. Like, that was fucking great as well. Candid.
Okay. Before we do that, Ramona, I need to know if you're prepared to make a decision.
And, okay, yeah, it looks like he dropped off, so it's just a...
Lorne's not on the line any longer?
No, I don't think so. Hang on, let me see.
Candid was his trigger word, you know. He heard candid and he was fucking, I'm out of here. Or like, I'm out. The call is still going, it's just a bit of downtime. No, I don't get that.
Yeah, it looks like he dropped off.
I'll put my Instagram in the chat, actually.
I'm sure this has been very difficult for you. I know that it's not easy to have to contend with these issues, but as long as Lorne's not on the line, I'd like to be perfect.
It's like my personal Instagram, so like there'll probably be no TCAP stuff on there, like, you know.
If I can, if you'll allow it, I mean, if you want to hear what I have to say.
So if you only really care about TCAP, I wouldn't bother getting this ball because there's going to be no TCAP on there.
I think you can do a lot better than him. I just think you can do so much better for him than him. You know, I look at you and your situation. You're young. You're professional. You're a beautiful girl.
Oh my god.
Very attractive. And
fucking hot.
You come from a good family. You're a successful professional. You have you're outgoing. You're warm. You're a wonderful person, and I think that you need to take some time and see what it's like to have someone show you what a full relationship can look like. All of the perquisites and benefits that go along with that, emotional and physical. And we talked about these. Your mom talked about a couple of friends that you have here. That you have the surgeon and this store manager, and that these are young professionals, successful, and they're closer in age to you, and probably intellectually have more to offer you than Lorne would.
Lorne is an intellectual.
I would even say, I mean, if we're just speaking off the record here, someone like me, I could even, I mean, obviously, it would have to come after I've settled my affairs with your parents, and there's a medical relief that is involved with discharges you and your family as my client and that sort of thing. But after something like that,
oh yeah,
I'd be willing to spend some time with you.
I can imagine him pacing around like going, "Fucking beautiful, you fucking kidding me? He's trying to buy you like a fucking piece of meat." He's fucking stomping around. My God, he's probably fucking raging.
Is that something you'd be interested in, maybe at some point?
Well, like I know. I have a question. I have a question, and don't
fucking hell, they
think
drew.
that I'm
Oh shit.
I'm just asking it off the
The
record.
All Ireland football final day here now, and Kerry and Dublin drew.
A lot of you therapists who. I've heard a lot of you therapists do this, that you guys pretend to be married because it makes you look more skilled in what you do, but, is that,
Oh, no, I don't do that. No.
Are you married, or are you pretending to be?
No, I'm married, of course. 11, mostly 1 to 2 years. It's not always perfect, I mean, we have our ups and downs, as any couple does, I won't lie, there are times when I get frustrated with the situation and wish that I had a diversion myself, I miss the single life sometimes, but I think that's normal for anybody that's been married any length of time. I don't think that's material here, but no, I'm not. Ramona, you're my patient. I'm not trying to take advantage of you or put you in a compromising position or anything like that. What I offer is for your benefit.
Okay, because, I was wondering if you guys do that, because I have I wouldn't really call him a friend, but he's more of an acquaintance, and he's a therapist, and I shouldn't say he pretends to be married, but he tries to lead that on, that, he wears, well, I guess he does pretend to be married. He wears a ring, and he has pictures on his desk.
Now, bit of an awkward moment, guys, but can you excuse me? I need to go to the bathroom. I've been drinking Pepsi this whole time, and I need to go to the bathroom. So I'll keep the call playing. I'll just pop my mic on mute so you don't hear the fucking door opening and banging and all that.
Kind of to lead you to believe that he's married, because he's a family therapist, and so he doesn't.
Oh, that's right. Well, no, that's not. That's a terrible violation of the solemn oath of the therapist, and I would never even dream of doing that. I think it's different if, look, we're living in the modern age, and the dynamics of a married relationship are somewhat different in a lot of cases than they used to be. There are a lot of couples that are open about interests outside the marriage they may have, and if it's something that's agreed upon within the marriage, that I think is perfectly fine. And Anyway, I don't mean to. I mean, I didn't mean to come on too strong. I hope I did not. It would be doing it for your benefit. You know, I mean, it's not to say I wouldn't enjoy myself too, but it's purely platonic, purely for to sort of get you on the right foot in terms of exploring the options that you have, you know, right around you. And I think that would be good for you. It's just something to consider.
It's interesting. Like, I mean, it's like, I don't know how to describe it.
Head back, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Very professional of me. Hey, QWERTY.
Family and friends.
I just went to the bathroom, so I had to dip out for a second. So, hey, QWERTY, how's it going?
Together, and it's really odd how.
Well, I think it might be good for your family and friends to, you know, see you spending time with a successful professional who had your best interest at the forefront of his intentions. And
I wanted to check the halftime score of the fucking Arsenal and Tottenham match that's going on right now.
From what this Lorne situation has done.
Tottenham are winning 2-1 at halftime.
Kind of bring everybody back into a better place, you know, a happier, more positive place mentally. You know what I mean? Maybe sort of mollify some of the bad effects that unhealthy relationship had on those dynamics.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm very happy that, like, my friends and family are coming together. I just don't like the reason and the way that it's happened. I mean, I'm not used to all this attention being on me, and with my parents showing up at random times, and with my friends showing up at random times, and with people calling each other
Kevin, how are you,
and
buddy?
stuff like that, it's brought my family and friends closer. Albeit, I'm sure I'm going to hear a lot more about the surgeon and about
After this call ends, there's about
I'm sure
15 more minutes in it. I think I'll dip out
in terms
and
of, well, Ramona, these guys are
eat my
perfect
dinner,
for you.
and then I'll probably come back after it.
Honestly,
Because
nothing I can't handle, but
no one kind of streams in the evening, usually. The evening my time, anyway.
You know,
until about 10 o'clock, then, you know, people start getting on streams. Well, I'll probably have time to do another one.
You're a beautiful girl. I mean, you're very attractive. You obviously have a...
Probably play some Age of Empires and throw on a stream. Throw more therapist calls.
Dynamite whenever I've seen you. And, you have a confidence and an air of self-possession that's very attractive. It's even sexy, I'd say.
Oh, sexy.
If you understand.
Oh my god. Lorne is probably fucking going mental after hearing that.
You're the kind of person that I would pursue if I wanted married. And
Lorne, man.
Under the right circumstances. Purely hypothetically speaking, of course. But I think you need to take these compliments to heart and understand that if I see you in that way, certainly others do as well. Which means that you have a lot of options right around you, good, viable options. Look, I want to say something off the record. It's just between you and me, that I hope won't offend you. But this Lorne, he's kind of a loser. I think he's a dead end.
Buddy, love that. Holy shit.
And he needs that.
But
I think.
I mean, we were just he and I were just talking. He's got a chance to make a lot of money.
What's a lot of money for him?
I don't know what a lot is for him, but I really, now that I think about it, I really
not a whole
know
lot.
What
No, that's what I'm saying.
Of money.
I mean, you have to put.
What do you consider to be a lot?
Well, I'll put it this way: it's August, and I've already cleared 6 figures.
Holy.
2 times over.
Holy.
And that's after taxes.
I'm jealous. I don't.
No.
I wish to be you.
But I'm saying, if you were with
Can't be ice. We fucking
then you would partake
stamp it on the floor.
well. Doesn't that sound good? Don't you want something like that for yourself?
I didn't know.
I mean, I
didn't know you were a fucking money
I
guru.
do appreciate the things that, I don't want to say the things that money can buy. I mean, I have money, but I do appreciate the things that financial security and success can provide. I mean, I think everyone should.
You know,
Money's fucking rad, dude.
A man who will dress
Gives you choices. I'll have the options. The money I earn from Apple, let me buy a new MacBook Pro, which I use for college, which I use for streaming.
A life like that can be. You know,
I wouldn't be streaming if I didn't have a MacBook Pro. Actually, I could, because I had a Mac Mini before this, but it wasn't quite as fast as this MacBook Pro. This MacBook Pro, when it renders videos in Final Cut like nothing, it's so quick. It's crazy.
Emotionally, you deserve someone.
But
yeah.
You know, and it's and the money, of course, is to go on holidays. So I know money is essential. Unlike Lawrence, like, oh, money isn't everything now. Money, you're a fucking money girl.
Well, he'll be 47 in a couple of weeks.
That's exactly what that money would say.
You got a guy who's almost 50 years old.
Not that I have a lot of money.
Who doesn't have any financial.
I understand its importance.
Foundation. Doesn't have a career, doesn't have any prospects for one because he's not educated. He's
oh my God.
A felon, rather. He's got some obvious behavioral issues and tendencies that are very unhealthy. And not only are they unhealthy, but they're unsafe for you. And you talk about going to meet this person. Well, I mean, he can't travel to you. He doesn't have any money, so you'd have to go to him. Now you're venturing into his world. You don't know anybody in that world. You don't know what kind of guy this is. And, you know, what if he has one too many one night while you're there and he decides to take his anger out on you in person?
Well, I did say this, and he doesn't like it, and he says...
Because you have a fucking Bud Light across the head.
But to me, this seems like the only viable option in terms of me going up there. I said... I need for him, and so far it's been 2 weeks. So we're 2 weeks into this, but I told him I need for you to go 3 months without drinking, or 3 months without.
That's a restriction.
I gave him a list of things that I needed him to do in order for me to be willing to be comfortable enough to come down there. I was honest with him.
If Lorne comes on and hawks a loogie, I think we've got it.
And that...
Argo says, huh?
Ramona?
Says, Paula.
You know what fear is?
What's fear?
It's nature's way of telling you you're in a situation you shouldn't be in and to get out. That's what fear is.
But
so if you're fearful...
What do you think the fear is? Fear itself, Ramona?
The universe trying to tell you something.
But see, and that's why I told him, I said, you know, I need you to not drink. I need you to not, for 3 months. And I told him for 3...
How would you know if he does or he doesn't?
Because here's the thing. Every time he has ever gotten drunk, he has flooded my phone with hundreds and hundreds of abusive text messages, with tens of abusive voicemails, and and he's called me repeatedly, and if I am in a situation where I can answer my phone, I've been verbally abused. And so those are my clues into whether or not
you're trying to talk him up into a best case scenario where he doesn't get drunk and abuse you. I mean, how healthy can this relationship be if you're trying to talk him up to that level of behavior?
Well, tell me if you agree with this, because this is the list that I gave him. I'm going through and looking for it. This is the list that I gave him. I have it. Okay, so on
the list of Ramona. It's like the list of Jericho.
Let me see. Hang on.
If there's any wrestling fans in the audience, you'll get that.
Okay, so on July 19th, I sent him, actually July 19th at 4:27 p.m., I sent him this letter.
Sounds like a chat log.
this
With the fucking
message,
time,
and
the exact
it said,
time, and the exact date.
For 3 months, starting on July 19th, which was the day that I sent it. No getting drunk. No calling me or my family and friends' names. No threats to me or my friends and family. No yelling at me. No repetitive messages or calls. No messages before
Hey, Ender.
8 a.m.
How you
and
doing?
after 10 p.m. ever. No getting an attitude if or when I don't text or call back.
Ender, if I end this in the next
cheating,
15 minutes, don't worry, I should be on later on, after my dinner.
From your friends or from your friends' phones. And so I said, and so I said,
this won't be the last you've seen of me.
You have to follow this for 3 months. And I said, and if you
I want to get on for Clobber and all them guys going.
Starting today, then I'll come down.
I'm like the Clobber pre-show, you know?
October 19th, that is his birthday.
I'm his opening act.
And spend that time with you, and I'll pay to do it. I said, but if you violate it and it has to start over.
Violate? Is that in here? Violated?
I'm not going to pay to come down. And so
boom, I'll
it
take
ended
it.
up getting violated. And so we are
I'm pretty good at it.
2-week point. So
just chillaxing.
So you're saying
how's school, buddy? I start next week.
Twice.
Not next week as in tomorrow, as in the week after.
Let me tell you the problems that I see, that I have.
And I can't wait to go back.
That arrangement.
Meeting up with the class on Wednesday for a few
real quick.
pre-game sesh drinks, you know?
It encompasses everything that he does that is abusive. I figured.
Well, here's the problem with it. The list is fine in the sense that it's an exemplary template for how every man should act all the time anyway. Now, the problem with the situation is threefold. The first problem with it is that if he's the kind of guy that you have to give an ultimatum to in order to get him to stop doing those things, that's a bad guy. He should never have done
pretty spot on there, man.
To start with, and the fact that he has multiple times, and
school, I guess,
you have to draw up an arrangement with him to get him to stop doing those things is very, very troubling. That's the first problem. Here's the second.
My college is fairly laid back, like, you know. It's quite a small college.
You're teaching that child that...
And it's pretty laid back, and it's in my hometown. But, you know, it gives you the same bachelor's degree at the end as any of the universities do. So, you know, it doesn't matter to me. It's the same piece of paper at the end of the day.
Because he wants to be intrinsically good. He's only doing it to get the reward. He's doing it for the wrong reason. His focus is in the wrong place. Now, with a kid, it's fun.
UL was really fun and a big party atmosphere, and, like, it was all these facilities, but at the end of the day, it's the same piece of paper.
The meta reasons for why good behavior is so important. But when you're dealing with a grown man and you have to offer him an incentive, then in addition to the problem I just outlined before, he's not doing it for the right reasons. He should want to not be verbally abusive, because being verbally abusive is...
I've only got 1 year left. Nearly there.
He should want to give up drinking because it makes him a worse person and it puts him and other people in danger. Okay? And to give him this ultimatum is to not only subtly reinforce that action-reward dynamic that's so wonky, it's out of place. It's completely broken for this to be.
And if I want to do my master's or PhD, I can always do it in a bigger university later on. Not doing it right away because, you know, I'm 26 now. You know, I'll be 26 when I finish, so, you know, got to get out there and get some experience in the real world.
You'll be the reason that he breaks the rules.
Running out of fucking time. So, you know, gotta do that first. But later on, yeah, I could always go back.
Now, what do you mean I'll be the reason he breaks the rules?
Because the health of your relationship with him, the tone of the relationship, of your relationship with him, will be the nexus for whether or not he does the things he needs to do to improve. When a person is looking to affect an inner change, an inward change, a personal change to become a better person, if the motivation is not the intrinsic value and worth of being a better person, then it's misplaced. And it's especially dangerous when the impetus for that change is
that's pretty good.
A relationship with another person. Because
I was meant to be doing like a vault, like a, you know, a job where you like welcome the first years, I guess. But they haven't replied, even though I was asked my t-shirt size, but I've gotten nothing about it. I assume it starts tomorrow. No, fucking. They're a bit shit with their communication. Or maybe it doesn't start tomorrow. Who fucking knows? Those guys are. But I'm pretty sure the first years come back tomorrow.
To please another person rarely works out because the motivation is wrong.
Unless I'm wrong.
Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
I have two questions. Thing one. Would you call him an alcoholic?
Well, I can't make a determination like that based on the clinical definition for what an alcoholic is. I just don't have the insight. That's an evaluation that requires a level of access that I don't have with him, and I'm not his therapist, so it's not my place to say. He certainly exhibits that tendency. He certainly exhibits. There seems to be a thematic proclivity on his part to drink to excess. I think the odds are that he is an alcoholic. I think I would be more surprised to learn that he's not one.
Oh, okay, never mind.
How would you define alcoholic?
The first you start on Wednesday, so I guess it's not too late.
Well,
I could have swore they started tomorrow, but no, they start on Wednesday.
An alcoholic is broadly speaking, just a person for whom alcohol is inappropriately or unhealthily significant part of their lives.
It'd be handy, it's paid too. Even if they only have me on for one day to greet the first years and like, show them where everything is, like, that'd be about, say if it goes from 9 o'clock to 3, that's about €50 for one day's work, just hanging out with fucking first years. That's a busy job, like,
But in order for them to feel normal or to feel comfortable in their
I'll take €50 in the pocket, no problem.
And excessive amount of alcohol.
And apparently you get to do those jobs fairs up in Dublin, which I need to go to anyway.
There are two types of alcoholics: alcoholism, alcohol abuse, and alcohol dependence. So that what I've just described would be someone who is alcohol dependent.
Hopefully they're a bit last minute without communications. Like,
say somebody who specifically drinks to excess because they enjoy the feeling of being out of control, and they enjoy exhibiting the behavior that a person does when they've consumed to excess.
It's not a big deal if I don't get it anyway. It's only like a fucking part-time working for the college kind of deal that you do
these are arbitrary,
very infrequently, like, like school events and open days. It's like the only things they get you on for.
Based on what I know about
not a big deal.
I think there are tendencies toward both.
I'll never say no to extra money.
He drinks frequently. The last 2 weeks notwithstanding. In other words, drinking is a part of his regular routine. So there's a dependence there. There seems to be a dependence there. But he drinks to excess, and that's the abuse.
Extra credits. Nice. Yeah, I don't get extra credits, unfortunately.
He drinks to excess and becomes
I got extra credits for doing my work experience last year. And for doing, in second year I did this thing. It's called PASS, they call it. It's basically you do an hour every week with a class of first years. So I was with the first year business because I study business, and like helping them out with their projects and like anything they want, like anything they're getting stuck with and shit, like. So that was handy. That was a handy. I only had to do an essay at the end of it, so that was pretty easy. Extra 5 credits.
I keep doing that is because I'm trying to establish a character here, a character sketch in the way.
Same with work experience. I had to do an essay for that at the end of it.
Different patterns of behavior and evaluating them and that sort of thing, and that's what I was doing with him. So I don't know if he meets the clinical definition for what an alcoholic is, but his behavior is certainly moving in that direction, and it certainly wouldn't surprise me if, upon being evaluated, the determination were made that he's an alcoholic.
Now, so now, like, I know you said that he leans, or that you lean toward believing that he is an alcoholic. But I mean, he has not had a drink in 2 weeks. I mean, it's like.
Well, look, AA gives out awards for going a year without drinking. You know, I'm not. Before you can go a year without drinking, you got to go 2 weeks. I'm not.
Personal finance.
I'm not completely disregarding the significance of going 2 weeks without.
Actually, the module called personal finance. I got an A in that.
People
It's
do
handy
that all
enough.
the time. Alcoholics do that all the time.
Our teacher,
That doesn't
oh jeez, though.
necessarily mean anything at all.
Our teacher,
And
the teacher
I might
we
add,
had
if
for
you don't know,
he's got a bit of a reputation for being a fucking asshole.
I think it's
And
admirable that you want to trust him.
he wasn't too bad in personal finance. He was pretty funny actually. Like he's one of those types. He writes letters into the Irish Times complaining. He's one of those types.
Proven to be unreliable.
Apparently, the accounting class has him for some lectures. Apparently, he's a complete dickhead in them, and I've heard some bad stories. But he's always okay to us in personal finance. I guess because with accounting, you have to do it exactly to the letter. So you know.
Drinking, I would say he's probably having somebody hold his phone because his behavior in the last 2 weeks does not suggest that he's had.
I think I have him this year actually. So hopefully he's in a good mood.
Notice or not, there are apps you can get for your phone that will shut down the text feature for in between certain hours, and they're made specifically for people who have a tendency to send drunk texts. So
is that
I mean,
for real? But you know, I will say this again in his defense that he has what he calls it like a burn phone.
Burn phone?
Where it's like just a regular, just flip phone, and because his probation officer has his phone, so he just has like a regular like throwaway type phone.
I don't think we'll get it, but
I
like.
don't think he even knows what an app.
We came close.
So he can't.
Maybe not. I don't know. All I'm saying is that you have to look at all possible options and all possibilities, and you have to do it in the light of what you know about him. I mean, this is true of any relationship, and it's especially advantageous for him, or potentially could be, for there to be so much physical distance between the two of you, because you really don't have any way of knowing.
You have 4 shots to win. 3 of them are Lorne phrases. All 4 of them are Lorne phrases. So, don't think it's going to happen.
Being able to look at the situation and say that this person has had a real sea change in terms of the way they behave or live and that sort of thing. I mean, 2 weeks is not a long time. And I would add, again, I mean, I'll remind you of something I said earlier, which is that in order for him to have stopped drinking, he has to have started first. And I'm not terribly impressed with a guy for whom no longer abusing his girlfriend verbally is an accomplishment. I would prefer that you be with someone who never abused you verbally to start with. And I think you deserve that. And I think that you need to believe that for yourself. It's fine for me I can tell you that, but ultimately you've got to determine that that's true for yourself. And
I don't know about that.
It's actionable, something that you can actually act on until you believe it. I think he deserves better.
I don't know about that, Lawrence Zillerassi.
Can offer you at his best, and I don't think you've gotten anything close to his best.
Oh, Andrew thinks that's bad. I have a story about him. I wasn't in the class, so I couldn't attest to this.
I did
what?
say the 3-month thing, and
he was teaching the year below us, accountancy, financial accounting. And one of the girls in his class, he had an injury. He got in rugby, and he was out for a couple of weeks. And this girl was in the class for those 2 weeks where he was away. She's a pretty regular attendee, apparently. But he came back, and she was in the class. And he walks up to her and he goes, "I haven't met you before, but my name is Michael Shufflin," and shook her hand, like completely sarcastic. And this was like 2 weeks before term finished, so he's pretty dickhead. Like.
It says that he doesn't have any impulse control.
And the accounting class made a complaint about him, so he doesn't like them.
So we're 2
and
weeks
most of them are in my class, so hopefully he doesn't take it out on us, all of us.
Started on
next year.
So we're 2 weeks into it.
Whenever we start back.
3 months started again on
Luckily, I don't have them for a
On the
numbers-based class. At least I don't think
27th,
strategic management is number-based.
Yeah, I think
I'm
that's
pretty
it.
sure it's a theory class. So, it should be okay. Fingers crossed.
And then 2,
It's
yeah.
14, 4 plus, so it's, yeah, 14.
So,
divided
so
2 weeks.
today makes...
Because I'm no good at accounting.
For me,
Never was.
Friday. Today makes...
I got an A in the first accounting class, but that was intro to accounting. That was like fucking...
But technically...
That was like high school level stuff,
you
just
know,
like an
if you
introduction.
go based on like it being
But anything past that, I was like, oh jeez, guys, can't be fucking bothered with this. Marketing and management and all those kind of theory-based subjects are my jam. That's my shit.
So now it's...
And personal finance wasn't number-based.
July
It was all about like pensions and stock investments and all that.
August, September,
So that was
October.
easy.
So we're looking at... Yeah, so July, August, September, October. So we're looking at the weekend of the 27th, me coming down now, assuming that, you know, he doesn't get drunk or anything in that time. Do you think it is possible that he's going to be able to go another 2.5 months? Because that was, you know, because that's the arrangement where we're at now.
No, I don't think it's possible. But even if it were possible, I would say it's immaterial in terms of whether you should go and see him.
You think he's going to get drunk in this 2.5 months?
Yeah, if I were putting money on it, of course.
Really?
Have you ever known him not to get drunk in a 3-month span?
No.
There you go.
Okay, so that call is over. So I'm going to leave it there, because I'll probably have to eat soon. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back. Now, do you want me to play Lorne Bingo, or do you want me just to like chill out and play Age of Empires? I don't really care either way. It's kind of up to you guys. I don't really mind. You got an F in high school level. Jeez, yeah. Accountancy is a subject you can't teach yourself to. Like, I just barely scraped by this year with accountancy. Luckily, I don't have to do it anymore, I don't think. I think I'm done with that. So, I think we should be alright. So, yeah, whatever you guys reckon, really. Don't really care either way. I can play both. Ooh, better turn that off. I don't know if Eyes on Me is a copyrighted song or not. If it's copyrighted by Square, it should be fine. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna... Yeah, okay. I'll see. It's what I feel like. If I feel like playing Age of Empires, I will. And if I'm not, I'll just play Lorne Bingo, so I don't really care. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.